Alright, something a little different today. This is the UltimateDungeonTerrain, as seen on Professor Dungeoncraft's YouTube channel. He just made a Lazy Susan, 18-inch diameter, just a bearing under there that I bought at a hardware store, Home Depot in fact. Mine's 24-inch wooden disc, and the idea is you put your miniatures on there for combat in the middle of the table, and then you can spin it around, and so everybody can have a good view. Nobody has an unobstructed view of combat. Now he put a nice 3D terrain tile on top with his grid. I didn't use the foam that he did. Instead, I glued in a couple magnets, 4 magnets, around, so I could stick on my hex, a metal hex plate. I play GURPS, and it needs the hexes, so my men will stick to that a little better. While I'm showing off the DungeonTerrain, the UltimateDungeonTerrain, I thought I'd show my miniatures as well. These guys are just little printed out pictures, images I got online. There's a skeleton just with a black background, so I know that that's his backside. And then I bought a bunch of these things, and I glued on the bottom of that, hard to see, a little strip, it's magnetic stripping, just a little piece on the bottoms of those. These men here are printed out and folded with a fold in the middle, so that will just slide between the arms of the clip, and then like that. And just stick on there. You can do it with bigger sizes. Got this size SM+2 robot here I made. And for elevation, I've seen people use those elevation, acrylic elevation blocks that you build. But I found these cheap. It's got these at the hardware store as well. They're magnetic hooks that screw into there. And these are telescopic handles for those cheap fly swatters that you buy at the buck store. I ripped off the fly swatter off the end and found that there was a nice thread there. That thread just so happened to fit perfectly into the mount. So that's what I use for my elevation stuff. It's good for spaceships and stuff. I'm hoping to run a 3D spaceship battle for GURPS sci-fi campaign I'm dreaming up. So that's what that will be. I have a few of those things here. These ones aren't black yet, but so yeah. So check out Dungeoncraft YouTube channel for a proper explanation of this here. He did a great job of explaining that, and why you'd want to use one. I've never had a miniatures game board or map before, but he inspired me to make this. Anyways, good luck and happy gaming.